Audiobooks New Zealand presents this unabridged reading of Signs of Life by Sarah Sasson, narrated by Smith-Gibbons. Signs of Life, an anthology on illness and caregiving, edited by Sarah Sasson. Foreword. How do experiences of sickness or incapacitation change our bodies, who we are, and how we see the world? And how do they affect the people around us? In 2018, I'd relocated to Oxford, UK, with my husband and young children to take up a research position. In between starting a new job, settling the kids into daycare, and setting up the house, these were the ideas I was ruminating on. At the time, they seemed like somewhat niche concerns. I knew I was drawn to them as someone who'd studied biological medical science and literature. But would other people be interested in reading an anthology themed on first and second-hand experiences of illness and caregiving? I wasn't sure. One of the first steps I took was to contact illustrator Melanie Van Kessel. I'd found some of her beautiful hand-drawn works online, and I emailed her to ask if she would be interested in working on the project. In her response, Melanie let me know that she had only recently returned to her art after a long medical recovery period. How fitting, I thought, that the illustrator has such a recent and personal connection to the theme. She wasn't the only one. During the 6-month call-out period, I received nearly 200 submissions, including from Australia, Canada, the USA, the UK, Ireland, India, Switzerland, Taiwan, Trinidad and Tobago, Nigeria, Chile, Pakistan, and Indonesia. Within them, a myriad of situations and conditions were explored, each with a distinct vantage point. What struck me was how many of the works dealt with neurological, psychological, and psychiatric issues: anxiety, delusions, dementia, depression, bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, Parkinson's disease, schizophrenia, migraines, stroke, and vertigo among them. Was this simply reflective of the high prevalence of these diseases in the community? Perhaps. For the person with the condition, these are illnesses that can change the perception of the world as they move through it. Those in caregiving roles can face a double loss, not only of their patients' or loved ones' well-being, but even sometimes seeming to lose parts of who they were, either transiently or not. As my inbox filled up, it was apparent these were vital stories that demanded to be told. In their submission letters, writers were asked to nominate which point of view they were writing from: patient, caregiver, professional or otherwise, or kin. It was an oversight on my behalf, one that I realized when many of the submissions returned classified as carer, kin. What a common pattern it is to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?